During last month's series, within Analytical Autumn, we covered presentation techniques in the duration of October. Presentation techniques are more about the technical skills required when presenting to a group of people. Public speaking, on the other hand, is an umbrella term that encompasses those technical skills as well as other skills. Public speaking is one of the most difficult tasks anybody could complete. It is actually one of the top phobias worldwide. This is due to the fact that it may be high risk when it comes to embarrassment or doing wrong in front of a large group of people. That is why, without the right experience and building up that skill, it would be very difficult to do any kind of public speaking successfully. You're a good public speaker if you're on a whim, ready to step up and speak to a group of people, no matter how small or large. It is natural for any human being to sense a tiny bit of stress when faced with that scenario. However, an experienced public speaker is able to step up to the plate and get it done comfortably and confidently. Any kind of personality style is able to do so. It simply takes practice and hard work putting in the effort to become a great public speaker. Some personalities are more comfortable without rehearsing a particular script and just practicing the bullet points that need to be spoken about. Other personality styles, like mine, prefer to be much more planned and rehearsed prior to doing so. This doesn't mean that on a whim presentations or speaking to a public would be extremely difficult for an introvert, for instance. For example, I am an introvert and I do have the capability to, on a whim, step up and start speaking to a group of people to organize your thoughts quickly and start speaking. With time, you become more experienced and comfortable knowing that you are speaking something that is of value to a group that is listening to you. That is why you do not necessarily need to be rehearsed word for word. For me personally, if I do have a speech to give, I do like to write a script. However, I rarely stick to it. First of all, because you'd often forget a lot of it. And second, because it wouldn't seem authentic. What I prefer to do is practice a rehearsed, scripted speech, and then be comfortable with it to be able to adapt on the spot. If you know your topic well, you'd be able to deliver it comfortably, confidently, and with expertise. The most important part of successful public speaking is not about the gimmicks, the props, the way you're dressed, or the venue. It's all about the content. If you're delivering content that is of value to an audience, that is well researched and rehearsed, that delivers a particular clear message to an audience, you'd be doing them a favor. This comes through. If you don't know your topic well, the audience will be able to detect that, even if they're not experts in the topic either. It's very important to research the content that's being delivered very thoroughly. That is why on-the-whim public speaking is not recommended unless you know the topic well. Now, when we're referring to public speaking versus presentations, presentations are an act of delivering a message through audiovisual means as well as other items such as props. When we're referring to public speaking, it is the persona that you're delivering through storytelling. So this is something that you carry with you regardless of topic, regardless of props, regardless of audience. Public speaking is about your image to the external world, how you present yourself when you're speaking to a smaller group of people, a larger group of people, or even one-to-one. Public speaking is an essential skill when it comes to leadership, when it comes to growing your career, and when it comes to interacting with the world at large. Your public speaking image should not be inauthentic, but rather blends very thoroughly and deeply with your personality style. It is hence simply a polished version of yourself when you're presenting yourself. And this is essential when you're speaking to a group of people. In a later video, we'll be talking about branding and your personal brand. Your personal brand blends into your public speaking image. It is something you carry with you regardless of whether you are speaking to a group of people or not. Whether or not you are speaking to a group of people through a presentation or any other means, or if you're simply sitting on a chair and being observed by others. Think of public speaking as the overarching term for any mode of delivering a message. It includes the technicalities, it includes the topics being delivered, but at the same time, it's much larger than that. It is a bigger concept than simply presenting a topic to people. Your skills shine through when you're public speaking. Your personality shines through when public speaking. That is why learning presentation skills when it comes to the technicalities is very important, but even more so important is public speaking. How you present yourself, how you carry yourself with confidence, how you stand firmly on the ground, and how you let your personality shine through. So go ahead and let others admire your true personality. This is what is unique to you and what will bring you confidence overall.